Hello class, I hope you're doing well today. Yesterday you were introduced to Shakespeare. I know a lot of you in your 9th grade, 10th grade classes have had a little bit of introductory to Shakespeare's work, such as Romeo and Juliet and Julius Caesar. So I know a lot of you were overwhelmed and kind of nodded your head when we brought out the Shakespeare, but I want to make this unit fun. Macbeth is a very fun play. I really want you to understand the characters right from the beginning. That way the play is a little bit more fun and you can relate to them. Yesterday your assignment that will be due Friday at the end of the week was given to you to create a blog, and each of you were assigned a character. So I really want you to think about that character as we go through today's lesson on the character chart. I handed each one of you a character sheet for you to fill out as we go through this. Joseph, it's right there. Yeah, that sheet. I know there's a few of them out there. Anyways, yesterday you completed your reading guide and you handed it in to me today. We'll go over that as well after this. So let's get started with today's objectives. Alicia, you want to read them for me? Go ahead and read the first objective. Okay, thank you. Student recalls and demonstrates their knowledge on Shakespeare literature, answering review questions. So that'll be the portion where we go over the review guide answers from yesterday and have a little bit of a class discussion on that. So objective 2, this is what we're going to focus on with the character chart. Jeremiah, you want to go ahead and read that for me? Okay, very good. Student discusses the characters in Shakespeare literature, comparing and contrasting them. So you're going to be discussing, as a class, the characters here that we were introduced to during Act 1. Of course, there are a few more that aren't listed on here quite yet. We'll just focus on the ones that you were all assigned and the main characters of the play from the very beginnings of Act 1 through 3. So we'll go ahead and get started on today's lesson. If you have any questions along the way, we will be doing this activity. First, I'm going to go ahead and do this with you as a class, and then you will be put in small groups of 4. Each of you have your own poster board, and you will be given descriptive cards on each character. And you will be timed, so it'll be kind of a competition in the class for each of you to accomplish the descriptive cards under each character as fast as you can. Right now I don't want to go fast. I want to really think about it. Some of your descriptive cards are going to be a little different in your groups. That way you get a chance to really know the character. But go ahead and take notes on that character chart that I gave you. And as a class, I'm going to call each one of you up at some point, or call on you. I'm going to pull a card out, and you're going to tell me which character it goes under. And like I said, go ahead and focus on your character that you were assigned for your blog. That way you can add notes for your short essay that will be due for a grade on Friday. So this will give you a good head start. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Okay, Alicia, here's one for you. This character, I just want you to tell me which character this describes. So Macbeth is ambitious for the crown and murders this individual. Who is that? Correct, King Duncan. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this. And your cards will have magnets on them to make it faster for you. So King Duncan. Macbeth is ambitious for the crown and murders this individual. This is a key to the play right here. This individual, Jeremiah, seeks to actively make the prophecies come true with no regard who gets hurt. Yes, very good, Lady Macbeth. She seems to be very enticing. So Lady Macbeth seeks to actively make the prophecies come true with no regard who gets hurt. Anthony, this individual, he is given the prophecy that his children will be kings. Very good, Anthony. Banquo. Banquo is a very interesting character throughout this play as well. Him and Macbeth pay attention to their relationship and really compare and contrast these two. So Banquo, here, I'll put this over here. He is given a prophecy that his children will be kings. Okay, Thomas. This is King Duncan's son. King Duncan's son. Yes, Malcolm, correct. Good job. King Duncan's son, Malcolm. He's a key individual. More towards the end of the play, but it's good to know who he is right now. Okay, Mary. This individual is a brave soldier and a powerful man, but not virtuous. And virtuous means having high morals. So who might that be? Yes, he's a brave soldier and a powerful man, but not virtuous. So he's brave and he's powerful, but he doesn't exactly have the highest of morals. Yes, good job, Macbeth. Macbeth. He is a very interesting character. This is a loyal Scottish general. Raquel. Yes, Banquo. Good job. He is loyal indeed. He's kind of the opposite of Macbeth. That's a hint for another one later. I just pulled it. Okay, behaves the opposite of Macbeth under the same circumstances. So I kind of just gave you a hint on that one. Yes, Jeremiah. Banquo. Very good. The King of Scotland. King Duncan. Good job, Ashley. The King of Scotland is King Duncan. Okay, this individual is a deeply ambitious woman who lusts for power and position. Yes, Samantha? Lady Macbeth. Yes, she sure does. She is ambitious for all the wrong reasons. Named heir to the throne. David, yes. Good job, Malcolm. Oops. So, named heir to the throne, Malcolm. This person or people plot mischief against Macbeth using charms, spells, and prophecies. Alexa? Yes, the three witches. Good job. Charms, and spells, and prophecies certainly go with witches. Now pay attention to these characters throughout the play to figure out if they're bad or good, or what their intentions are. It's very tricky. take a delight in using their knowledge of the future to toy with and destroy human beings. Yes, Samantha, good. Again, that's the three witches. They try to destroy human beings with their prophecies. This individual appears weak and uncertain of his own power. He ends up fleeing from Scotland. It's kind of a tricky one because it doesn't happen until later. I'll give you a hint on this one. He's King Duncan's son. Yes, good job, Malcolm. This individual is easily tempted into murder to fulfill his ambitions to the throne. This is the entire plot of the play right here. Who is this individual? Easily tempted into murder to fulfill his ambitions to the throne. Macbeth. Good job, Sarah. He thinks ambitious thoughts, but he doesn't translate them into action. Okay, I'm going to give you a hint. This is the opposite of Macbeth, this individual. He was given prophecies as well. Yes, Thomas Banquo, good job. Banquo's getting full. A Scottish nobleman, the Thane of Fire. Yes, good job, Macduff. Okay. Their predictions prompt Macbeth to murder Duncan, to order deaths of Banquo and his son. Yes, the three witches again. Bad conscience affects this person to commit suicide. This is kind of a prediction question since this doesn't happen quite yet. But who do you think is ambitious enough and has evil thoughts that may commit suicide later in the play? Yes, good prediction. Macbeth does tend to have some ambition that could lead to some guilt. However, the answer is Lady Macbeth. This person has a bad conscience and affects her so bad. This person is recognized as a fair, kind, and excellent king. The people of Scotland really like this individual. Yes, good job, Raquel. It is King Duncan. This person is never comfortable in his role as a criminal, unable to bear the psychic consequences of atrocities. So this individual, like Lady Macbeth, cannot bear their mental state due to actions. Who do you think this could be? What action might it be? Yes, the answer is murder. That is the action, and it is Macbeth. Good job, Thomas. You're really liking this play so far, huh? Great, that's good. Cannot maintain his power because his increasingly brutal actions make him hated. Who would that be? Who turns into a tyrant? Yes, Macbeth. These individuals are Scottish noblemen. They are sitting in and out of the play for quick scenes. Who are these individuals? Lennox, Ross, and Angus. That is correct. Just a couple left here. I'll leave this up here, so if any of you, if I'm going a little too fast, you can write these down. This person is hostile to Macbeth's kingship right from the start. Yes, Macduff. If you were assigned Macduff for your blog, be sure to pay close attention to him at the beginning and compare and contrast his significance from the beginning to the end. This individual persuades Macbeth to commit murder. Who would that be? Yes, his wife, Lady Macbeth. Lastly, this individual led to wicked thoughts by the prophecies of the three witches. It wasn't Banquo who was also given prophecies that his sons would become kings. So, who was this one? Lady Macbeth. Lady Macbeth. Macbeth. And there you have it. This is a full chart. That is a very good start to the characters. So now you're going to get in groups and have different descriptions. It'll go by a little faster since I'll have magnets on these, and you can put them on the board. So, and then we'll go over Act 1 reading guide when you're done. So that is the activity for the day. Before you get started, I just want to keep in mind, I'm going to post this on the board, your exit ticket, and remember your exit tickets are now going to be written on your blog. You're going to log in with your Chromebook before you get out of class. The first question is, who is your favorite character and why? The second one, what are the 3 things you've learned about the play and find interesting so far? It can be anything that's interesting to you. Just name 3 things. Make sure you use complete sentences and really focus on your writing for good practice here. Then the last question that you're really going to focus on, and this will be hitting objective 3. What are your predictions on Act 2? So based over our discussion today, just on the characters alone, before we even review, what can you predict that might happen in Act 2? I can assure you Act 2 is a very good scenes to the play. So that's it for today. Go ahead and get started in your groups. I'm going to put you on a timer, and the first group that is done, go ahead and ring your bell that I give you in your group, and then I will give you a little prize. And I'm going to see if all your descriptions are correct. Then we will go into the Act 2 reading guide, and then you will have your exit tickets at the end of class. And we'll get started on another great day of Macbeth. So thank you, and have fun in your activity.